very pleased to announce the first ever investment by Alberta First Nations in a major resource project backed by Alberta's Indigenous Opportunities Corporation. 6 First Nations, the Alexis Nakota Sioux, and great to see you, Chief Tony Alexis, the Enoch Cree, Kahiwan, Whitefish Lake, Ochis, and the Paul First Nations are partnering with OP Trust, one of Canada's biggest pension funds, which manages $22 billion in assets for the Government of Ontario and the Ontario Public Services Employees Union, to invest $93 million in the Cascade Power Project, a $1.5 billion natural gas-fired power plant being built near Edson. This is the first Aboriginal equity investment in an Alberta resource project backstopped by the faith and credit of the Alberta Crown through a loan guarantee issued by the new Alberta Indigenous Opportunities Corporation, AIOC. This 900-watt state-of-the-art power plant will meet 8% of Alberta's total electricity needs when it's commissioned. Construction begins immediately, and I know was announced recently, and will be completed by the fall of 2023. The project is expected to create 600 jobs during peak construction, and more than 25 long-term operational jobs, and this is including construction and operational jobs for skilled Indigenous workers employed by First Nations contractors. Natural gas to fuel the plant will come from northwestern Alberta's prolific local gas fields. And this is good news for our natural gas industry, more domestic demand and consumption of that clean energy source. The project accelerates the decarbonization of Alberta's power grid by switching from coal to natural gas on a market basis. Our government is not forcing that. These are market choices being made. A market in which First Nations are now full participants with a seat at the table. And once operational, the power plant is expected to reduce Alberta's carbon emissions from energy production by up to 5%. Between the job creation benefits and all the environmental benefits, plus the safe, reliable, and affordable power benefits for Albertans, there are so many wins here it's hard to count. But here's the icing on the cake. Revenues for the First Nations investors in the Cascade Power Plant are forecast to total hundreds of millions of dollars over the 30 years of the project. Congratulations to everyone involved in putting together this historic deal.